Hi, my name's Lynette Louise, and I am here today on your screen to ask you for money. I am hoping you will help me raise money for an unscripted show about saving families. Obviously not talking about keeping up with the Kardashians or, is it called Jersey Shore?
It's t-shirt time? T-shirt time!
I've never actually seen those shows. But what I do know is that my show will be unique. You see, I'm sort of a brain broad because I take this great big brain everywhere I go. Giant brain! And I go everywhere, into areas where only a broad would be brave enough to tread. I fly all over the world with this great big brain. That's why the brain lady's abroad. That's a joke. I actually use an airplane. As I go into homes with families that have a member in the family that has a brain disorder. Brain disorders like Down syndrome, Parkinson's, autism. Actually, autism's my specialty. This show will be so entertaining. I help the people get better. Actually, every single time that I go into a home, people improve. They get better. And they get better because I go where they are. So if they're a little bit different, then I'm different too. For example, there was this one boy that I was working with, and he really liked to go, so I did it too. I do what many behaviorists do. I just do it with a way more flair. So, on top of using this playful therapy, I have a secret weapon, something that makes everything work faster and better. It's called neurofeedback. I'll tell you a little more about that in a few minutes. The catch to all of this is I have to do it in 5 days. That means I go into the home and I stay there for 5 days, and at the end of those 5 days, you have to be able to see a difference, a marked difference in behavior, to the positive, of course. So, how do I do it so quickly? It's that secret weapon, the neurofeedback. Neurofeedback is actually fun for the children and adults because it's a video game you play with your brain. And while you've got your sensors hooked up on your head and you're playing a video game with your brain, I'm teaching it how to become more balanced using pattern recognition. I'm actually teaching it at a neuronal level. So I take the neurofeedback and I teach to the behavior. And then I teach the families to do what I do. Not only does the client get better, but the whole family gets better. Unfortunately, there's only one of me, which limits me in the number of families I can reach, despite the fact that I have a big brain. However, there is a way that I can reach millions of families and make a difference. Every episode, we have a new family, a new location, and a new and different brain disorder. We already shot 2, they're in the can. That's showbiz talk. I'm so show busy. It means we've already shot them. Episode 1 was in San Francisco with Xavier's family. When I first met Xavier, he was pretty violent. You want my help? I'm actually going to ask you not to do that.
We're going to find a nice clip.
Okay? They don't feel safe. You done? Done now. You better be careful because that could fall and hurt you. Most people would control that sort of behavior, but I suggested freedom.
Wow!
And neurofeedback, of course. See, now it's on you. Today, he's managed to handle a transition into a new school, and he's not violent. Episode 2, we shot entirely in Uganda. Triska was a little girl that the entire village called crazy because nobody knew what her diagnosis was. Turns out she's actually also on the ASD spectrum, a little bit autistic, and she had seizures. So after a week of working with her, no more seizures. But Triska's family's problem was actually bigger than that. Their problem was poverty. You're going to want to tune in to see how we fix that. Help me fix it in 5. Help me show you how to make such a big difference in such a small amount of time. To do that, I'm going to need money. I need money for the crew. I have to fly them. I have to feed them. We have to edit footage. We have about 80 hours of raw footage for each of the 2 episodes. That has to be brought down to 45 minutes, color corrected, all kinds of fancy stuff. And we still need to shoot the next episode. I would love to get $20,000 to make the next step happen. Help me fix it in 5.